Hello, everyone. It is the fourth day of World's Groups with coverage presented by Mobalytics. I'm joined right now by Power of Evil. Power of Evil, it's been a while since we've spoken, and I just watched your interview with Shox. She said you came up with a great smile. Shox couldn't contain her enthusiasm. This is a very different type of interview, Power of Evil, because you were supposed to lose that game. So TSM could get 3-0. You know, I was on Twitter. I was talking about how great it was going to be, etc. And then you decided to win. Why did you decide to do that?
Well, I don't know, it just feels really great since, I don't know, every time I meet TSM, there's like always these intense games, always going so close, and in the end, I'm like the one who's winning it, so I don't know, it's just amazing, and my teammates remind me every day that I'm the kryptonite of TSM, so I have like such huge confidence boost going into the games, and obviously there's like this, I would say, rivalry between me and Björksen because of what the fans made up kind of for us, like the storyline kind of. And I can feel it in game that every time we meet, we just both want to win the lane. We both want to like kill each other, and you always see us playing like these kind of assassins or kill mages, and it's always just clashing against each other.
Yeah, I mean, we're going back to group selection then, because I didn't even really think about this, but whenever you guys realized you're going to have TSM in your group, was that like a good feeling for you? Were you like, okay, if I'm the kryptonite, then this should be something I could pull off?
But honestly, I was thinking that it's going to be hard since TSM improved a lot over the last, like they were the fifth time now in Worlds. So they have so much experience over us. Like we are all, it's for everyone in our team, it's the first time being on Worlds. So you could see clearly in the game, like the 23-minute Baron, we didn't expect at all. And it was like insanely great shot call by them to do that. And they pulled out a few surprises against us. But I feel like we shined really through the macro game, and the draft, I think, helped us a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people, I think, were counting you guys out when you came here, and yet, correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you might be like the best European team based off of this first week's results. I know we're not done yet, but I mean, what do you think of the sort of attention that you've been getting and the success that you've had, maybe against some expectations?
Well, for me personally, I'm really happy since this year I could redeem myself from the origin kind of failure last year. And I don't know, since playoffs, summer playoffs, we kind of just always prove everyone wrong. Like they said, we lose against Unicorns of Love, against Fnatic, and we just always make it through, and we just all time prove that all the people that count against us are wrong. And today I think we did the same, so it's really great for us.
So now you have several days off before we come back for the second week of groups. You know, what do you think? What is going to happen in this group? Because it actually is wide open. You know, like 2 games ago, we could have had a world where TSM was 3-0 and everybody else was 1-2. Now we've got 3 teams that are 2-1. So, you know, what do you think, or how do you see this playing out?
I don't know. It's so hard to say. I honestly believe everyone can get first or second seed. I feel like it's a little bit rough for Flash Wolves right now. But between World Elite, TSM, and us, it's everyone can beat everyone. Like every game we played. Even so, we lost against World Elite in a really, really hard manner where I think we didn't get a single kill. We could still, well, I felt that we could have done way more, and that we were playing an outscaling composition and we just took really bad fights. So I feel like we can beat them as well, which means I feel like this group is so open right now. Everyone can win and everyone can beat each team.
There certainly is a lot of hype for it. Is there anything special that you guys are doing to prepare for this Worlds, or was there anything unique that allowed you to? Because again, like I think a lot of people didn't expect you guys to show up this way. Is there anything special or some secret that has been the reason you've been succeeding?
Well, I feel like we had a lot of talks where we like a lot of teams, or like out of my experience, a lot of teams are like struggling over the weeks, over the months, or like getting kind of clashing against each other. But we have like a sport psychologist, so we have like these talks. And we just say what we dislike about the other one, or we kind of try to improve. Everyone wants to improve, and everyone wants to not be here for a learning experience, but wants to be here for winning worlds and to get out of groups and beat TSM and these things. And I feel like that helps us a lot of confidence for our games.
All right. So what happens now? Because you guys do have 3 days before the next week starts. How do you guys prepare for that, and how does that look?
Well, we will pretty much just have the same schedule, like scrim, 2 blocks against one of the other groups, and I think we will just do the same. Maybe we prepare like some new strategies, since I can assume other teams are going to do that. Like I would say Flash Wolves, for example, they lost 3 times now. They should prepare some cheese, some new strategies, because they could clearly not win in the standard games against the other teams.
Sure.
So we need to be ready for that, and we maybe need to pull out something new as well.
Yeah. Is there any anti-ardent sensor tech that anybody can build?
Well, obviously there's like Kalista and Elastar, really, really broken against ardent sensor because they just snowball on them so hard. But Kalista's always banned.
Yeah.
And besides that, why do you need something against it if you can just build Nashor's Tooth on Arena and use the ardent sensor in your favor?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, whenever you're going to do weird stuff like that, do you, like on the world stage, is that something your team supports, or do you have to sit there and be like, no, guys, like, listen, I know it's Worlds, but let me do it?
No, my team believes in all my item builds. Like I already played Frost Screens on Syndra, like I'll do all these crazy item builds, and my team thinks they're really good, and my team, like, it surprises your opponent. It has a lot of strengths. So like the one time I went Frost Screens on Syndra, we lacked a lot of engage, and it was the times when we didn't really have a good shot caller for engages. Yeah. So I just popped the Frost Screens and we engaged like that. Yeah. And yeah, I feel like my team is really supportive and it works out pretty good for us. Yeah.
Okay, well, wrapping up this interview, I'll tell you what. When we walked into this room, I was very angry with you. But I'll make a deal with you. If you and TSM both make it out of groups, then I'm okay with that. You guys can both get out, but they also have to get out. So
that's
okay?
fine for me. That's fine for me.
Okay, we'll just do that then. Next week, we'll just make that happen. Is there anything you want to say to any of the fans?
Well, thanks for cheering for us. Besides that, don't count us out. We proved you guys wrong. And yeah, that's all.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of all things Worlds right here on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching another one of my Worlds interviews. I want to give a shout out to Mobalytics, my coverage sponsor for this event. They are all about helping you identify your personal strengths and weaknesses in League of Legends so you can get better. And by the way, they are also doing a giveaway, so check that out in the comments, and you can sign up at mobalytics.gg/Travis.